So it's Q&A Sunday today, so let's get right into it. So I got my phone here, questions on my phone. I have 4 or 5 questions here. Should be keep me occupied for like 5-10 minutes, something like that. But right now, first question, when is your birthday? My birthday is on September 13th, 1999. I graduate 2017, and that's that. Pretty much, that was the question. What is your handicap and how does it work? Okay, so I've had quite a few questions about my handicap and how it works, and some of the problems that I face when I have my handicap. Okay, number 1, my handicap is currently, like right at the moment, because I literally just entered my scores before I did this video, 0.8, so plus 0.8, and that is because I went 78, 78, but I'll tell you why in a second. It was a 77 on the handicap machine, and I went 78, 78, 77. So it was 77, my second round Doral, because I made a triple bogey on like one of the holes, I can't remember. But I made a triple bogey there, and the way it works, or in Canada however, or on the GAO, so Golf Association of Ontario, if you make a triple bogey and you are a 9 handicap or less, that does not count. So your max score is only a double bogey. So that only counts as double, that's why I shot 77. And then everything else is just normal. But the way, because some people ask like, oh, you're not a +1 handicap or plus 0.8, whatever. You're not a +1 handicap because I've seen your tournament scores. Okay, yeah, I agree with you. I did play crap in my tournaments, and I didn't play. I haven't been playing that well. The latter part of the year, I did play a little bit better at the beginning part. But that was because like one reason, I was sick for a lot of the summer. So if you go into like junior golf scoreboard or anything, you'll see that there's like a big gap from June to August. So I didn't play any tournaments like July or beginning of August. I kind of stopped at the end of June because I was really sick. I was unable to play golf for a long time, and then finally got back into it, and then kind of had to get my groove going again. So that's why I couldn't play a lot of tournaments, and that's why my handicap is a little bit higher, I guess you could say, than it should be, which when it's lower, whatever. But another reason why I'm at a plus 0.8 and not like a 1 or 2 is because in the GAO, so Golf Association of Ontario, I'm going to say GAO from now on, when on the GAO, it takes your last 20 rounds. So my last 20 rounds go back to like, I think like May or something like that, because I don't enter like every single round that I play at my home course. I only enter rounds. So I'll enter all my tournament scores, of course, like everybody does. And then at my home course, I won't enter a round when I'm playing by myself. I only enter around when I'm doing a match with somebody, or I'm playing with somebody else that can verify my score. So I don't have any scores on my handicap right now that are by myself with nobody to verify my score, because that's just basically cheating. Camera's not zoomed in enough. Yeah, so it's basically cheating. I don't like that. I don't know if it's focused. And it's just better to be honest and tell people that you're actually, like if you are a 1 or 2, it's just better to say 1 or 2 rather than saying, yeah, I'm a plus 0.8, plus 1, and then go out and play with them, and then they see your true colors, I guess to say. But I am a plus 0.8 because when I have all those rounds entered in my handicap summary, it takes the best 10 of your last 20 rounds. So I shot a couple good scores earlier in the season in tournaments. Actually one of the tournaments got bumped off, that's why I was at plus 1.4 earlier. I had a shot of 69 earlier in the season, but now the lowest score that is taken account is another 69, but at York Downs, not a tournament, so it's not weighted as heavily as a 69 in a tournament. So, but like, I guess you could call the one at York Downs a tournament because it was in a match, a friendly match, but it was still a match, so I did put it in because it was all legit, 1 ball, no redos, no double takes, all 1 ball. So that's how I enter my scores. So all my scores are legit. Don't think that I lie about my handicap, because it's not something you can lie about, especially when you're applying for all these universities and colleges now at my stage, because if I lie about my handicap when I go down there and I play like crap, oh, see ya. So that's why I don't like to lie about my handicap. And then I think that's all I want to cover for my handicap. I do understand that I don't shoot as well as my handicap says, but you also have to take in consideration of the slope and rating. So although I did shoot 78, 78, 77 at Innisbrook, the course rating there is a 74 or something like that, 73.5. So really the differential is 2 or a 3, 2.5 or a 3, rather than it being a 5. So like I was 5 over or 6 over. It's not a 6 over, it's 3 over, 2 over, 2.5, whatever it may be. So that's why it's a little bit lower. When you play tougher courses and you play from long yardages, it kind of gives you a little bit of help in a sense where the longer the course, tougher the course, the more strokes it gives you to par. So if the par is like 72, so say Yorkdown's par 72, from the black tips, so the tips 7,000, Yorkdown's 7,000 or something like that, the slope and rating is like 73.2 or 3, and the slope is like a 129 or 130. So it's a pretty tough course, not as tough as some other course that I've played, but it still gives you 1.3 shots of leeway. If you're a scratch golfer, you should be shooting 1 over really at Yorkdowns and not from the tips, and not a 72. That's what a +1 golfer would be shooting, and that's what I tend to like to shoot at Yorkdowns. But again, that's my home course. If you put me at Doral, Blue Monster again, I probably won't shoot the well, I could if it wasn't so windy, but it'd be tough to shoot the course rating. So that's that. The next question is, I'm just trying my phone. How old are you? I'm 16, I graduated 2017, so not this year, just 2016 out next year. And I'm hoping, actually I'm talking to a lot of colleges now, I should be calling a couple tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow's Monday, they'll be back in the office. So I'll be calling tomorrow, a bunch of colleges tomorrow. Get to know them, Skyping with one actually as well. But I'm not going to say who they are just because I don't know what the NCAA rules and eligibility states when doing this kind of stuff before you even committed or even talked to anybody yet. So I can't say who yet. And I'm sorry guys, but I forgot to tell you guys why I lined up my ball in the last video. And I was sitting down for this video and somebody commented that on one of my last videos. I'm like, okay, that's a good question. So why I line up my ball on the tee on par 3s and of course the putting green. Okay, so first putting green, I want to have distinct line. It's pretty basic. So you know which way the green is breaking, and just so I have a point of reference with my eyes. But when I'm on the tee, I like to say I have a par 4 dog leg right to left, and it's playing 410 yards, and I want to cut the corner a little bit but not too much, so, and I'm going to play a draw of course, so I want to aim it like literally at a tree or at a target that goes right down my line but further out, so not on the fairway, especially because then I'll tell you guys why in a second why that, but I want to aim at a target way out there so that I have a good line of sight, so I can really pinpoint something. Because if I'm aiming at the fairway only, the fairway is pretty big, and if like I say before, aim small, miss small. So if you aim small, if you're gonna miss by 10 yards, either way, you should be fine. If you aim for the fairway and miss by 10 yards, you're in the rough either way, or maybe even out of bounds if you're playing a tighter golf course. And then why I like to pick a tree, like an object further in the distance, tricks your mind, makes you hit it farther. I know it sounds pretty dumb, but it works. I have done this plenty of times where I've aimed at the 150 stake on like a 430 par 4 or whatever, and I've hit it to the 150, like short of the 150 stake, and I've picked a tree way out that's in line with the 150 stake, and I hit it to the 150 stake. It's like a 280 drive, and then the other one was like, I don't know, 260. So it does trick your mind a little bit to think you hitting it farther, but it's one of those little things that I like to do. And then why I like to line it up on par 3s. Par 3s, I hardly ever aim at the pin. I like to either shape a shot in, so left to right, right to left. To never play a straight shot, and that's another question that I have coming up. But I always play, like, especially at Innisbrook, a lot of the par 3s are longer, so really I want to play a draw. So I'd aim on the right, like the right side of the green, because this one you want to be hitting it at your landing spot. So I would aim on like the right fringe and let it draw back into the pin, or pick a tree out further and just swing the same, and I would hit it like there and then draw it back or cut it back and vice versa, whatever. And the next question is, what is your dominant ball flight? My dominant ball flight is a draw, and I can play cut. I can't play a straight shot, or it's very tough for me to play a straight shot. And I'll tell you guys why. Like many people are like, oh, you should play a straight shot, straight shot, straight shot, straight shot. Hit your ball straighter. So that's what all the advertising say. But you really should be trying to focus on playing one kind of ball flight or ball shape. And that is because when you're hitting a straight shot, and let's say wind coming off left, and you have an approach shot. If you hit that straight shot, it's gonna cut. Okay. If you want to hit a draw, it's gonna draw back against the wind and go straight. So now, take out the wind, and just say you want to hit a straight shot, and you hit, and all of a sudden you hit a cut, and you're aiming right at the pin. Now you're off the green, or like on the right side of the green. And then next hole, you're playing for kind of that cut, or that push cut straight shot, whatever it may be, and then you turn over a draw. Then it kind of starts causing bad habits in your swing. I'm not putting down people that play straight shot. Straight shot, if you can play it, that's great. Like, I give you guys credit for sticking through that. It's very good. But that's why I don't play it, because there's just too much variance in where the ball could end up. It's very dangerous, in my opinion, because I just don't like not knowing where my ball could end up. I want to know where my draw could take me, or where the cut could take me, whatever it may be. So if I know that I'm going to play a draw on a par 4, I'd rather know that I can miss left rather than miss right. So if I play a straight shot and I push off a cut a little bit, it's going to miss right, and then that wouldn't be very good. So that's why I like to play one certain type of shot and then play like another secondary shot. Okay guys, and that's the end of the video. I hope this Q&A Sunday was a good one. I tried to pick out some good questions from just like literally my last video. I have another one coming out next week. I still don't know exactly what I'm doing on Fridays, but what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try and do like a vlog Friday. So I'm gonna just do a vlog every single Friday, and I think you guys like vlogs, so that should be pretty cool. Just a day in the life, I guess, every single Friday. So yeah, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. And also, somebody else said for me not to use the intro that I have at the beginning of the video. They said it's too long. So if I'm struggling with making one, because I know how to make, I know how to edit videos, of course, but I do this all the time. But I'm just struggling with like a template to follow, because I know that there's a lot of intros out there that I don't want to copy, and I struggle with trying to find something new. So if anybody has an idea on how to make an intro, or if they want to make one for me, that'd be great, and greatly appreciate it, of course. But I'm kind of struggling with figuring out how to make one. I can send you guys videos. My email is in the description alongside all my information. But yeah, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.